I welcome every one of you. Today is a great honor for me, my family, New York, and all of you inductees, my friend Jack, my friend here, Clint, my guy from Waterford, he didn't mention it.
Michigan.
Yes. I watched Pat LaFontaine after the '80 Olympics, after we broke the ceiling, as Jack O'Callaghan would say, by winning the Olympics that year. And you discussed that, didn't you, Pat? God bless that we could have done that for you, and that's what we did it for. We seen the glass ceilings over the years, and we fought them. And we knew what we had to do. And these 20 young college guys that came out had a heart. They didn't have all the skills. But when we came together with the heart that I've heard about the Islanders, the Edmonton Oilers, the Montreal Canadiens over the years that I watched. And I dreamed as a young 4-year-old to be a hockey player. At any expense. I was known as a young boy, very small. But when I took on the bigger guys, when I hit junior leagues and played the SOHA against all my Canadian opponents, and I know you're here, and I'm not here to haunt you. I wanted hockey to be Canada and American sport. Well, we changed it. Jack came from the East. Herbie's boys came from Minnesota. Ken Morrow and I were the only two from Michigan. Peace. We were trying to make peace. We looked at each other, the Boston guys, they're messing with the Minnesota guys. Oh, we played the NCAA finals and you took my ring. Ken Morrow and I are going, oh boy. Good luck, Herb. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my first roommate, Mark Pavlich, in Minneapolis, after the team was selected. I walk into my apartment and Mark's there playing his guitar. And I said, he's my kind of guy, because I love music. And Neil Young was his favorite. So I knew all about Neil Young before I left that apartment. Because it was like day and night after practice, oh, they're sitting there and he's singing. This is Mark Pavlich. Welcome, Mark. We were on and off, playing together, and Jack got to know him very well. He loved Jack O'Callaghan because he could talk to Jack. Jack, to me, was one of the Eastern guys that was a realist. The rest of them I had to question. It's competition in hockey. We loved each other anyway. Well, Jack and Flanagan had some fight or something. I don't even know if it's true. And I'm thinking, this is not a normal year, and all of a sudden, Brooks selects this team after all the trials of 1979. And he starts talking, I won't be your friend. If you have any problems, take it with Craig Patrick, the assistant coach. And I looked at myself, I'm gonna go back to BG and play, man. But I said, this is the Olympics. This is my ultimate time to show who I really am as a player. Small. I wouldn't want to run into Jack O'Callaghan, though. I saw him hit some guys in the Soviet game that were outrageous. And he had a bad knee, too, at the time, supposedly, but I said, man, he just clobbered them. They looked like they were on steroids, and here's Jack just going full speed. Boom! There goes Tom. There goes Petrov. Jack's on the ice, make my presence. and he did. I applaud Jack for what he had going. He'll always be my good hockey buddy everywhere we meet. It's like, hey, Jack, nice to see you again every few years. I go to Florida and move down there to help my health condition. Oh, Jack O'Callaghan's here in Jacksonville now. He's working. I said, oh, hi, Jack. It's like it was meant to be, Jack, okay? Get over it. I can honestly say, I was born to be a hockey player. I got on the ice the first time. I heard all you guys, double blades, triple blades, Pat saying double blades. Clint says, I don't know what kind of blades it was on the first name. I was embarrassed to wear double blades. I said, hockey players don't wear double-bladed skates. Well, my family was not rich. We just said, throw a pair of skates on and get out there, son. My father, military officer. Ooh. I said, Dad, it's pretty tough. I fell 1,000 times. I want to go home now. I don't want to see ice again. Well, 2 weeks later, he asked me, why don't you go on the ice and try it again? Okay, Dad. What did you tell me I was? I go home, my brother's going, ha ha ha. I need exercise. Well, I'm a diabetic, so you're out there skating. He said, you're going to continue to skate. Oh, thanks, big brother. Well, he went out there with me, and he was my big brother. And I fell in love with skating. And from that day forward, he gave me the cue to go and be a skater, and that's what I did. I didn't care about hockey, I just wanted to skate. Fly around the ice like a big bird in the sky. Boy, I could turn him well back then as a little intellectual son. So we started, we did it, we grew, we flew around the ice, and by the time I was 17, I was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens in the 4th round, and my father turned around and looked at me and said, of all teams, son, that drafted you, they are superior. Jacques Lemaire. Who's that lawyer? Holy. Oh my God. I met him later in the Olympics. I know you know what I'm talking about. You Canadian guys know, I know you know. The greatest goalie in Montreal. Won all the Stanley Cups. Interviewed by the great ABC commentator in the Olympics. Anybody say his name yet? Kenny Drive. So, in my hockey beginning, I was a young man growing up, going to school like everybody else. I think I fell in love with the game, and I was in search of many in my hometown, St. Clair Shores, who also loved the game. And I found them. St. Clair Shores hockey program was well known and well respected. It was called Hockeytown, USA. And I had a lot to represent as a young man. St. Clair Shores is Hockeytown, USA. So, that's what I did. I represented my city and took on that burden, as Pat did with Waterford and some of the other areas where he covered in ice hockey. I went to college, Bowling Green State University, no scholarships, walk on. I love the game of hockey. That's why I went to school. I heard so many hockey players missing class. Not me. That was my ticket to play hockey, to be smart, to study my books. And of course, guess who I run into at Bowling Green State University? Kenny Morrow, the great Islander that went on, won a gold medal, won 4 Stanley Cups with these gentlemen right here. You were my idols, all of you guys. When I saw my buddies, 7 years of playing together, went to the Islanders and go, where am I gonna go? Montreal Canadiens? They're the best team in hockey still. Oh, the Islanders are taking them over. Oh, Mr. Torrey, will you take me too? Oh no, we got Brian Project. Oh my God. I said, how can I find my way to the NHL? Well, I didn't make it. That's a true story. Herb Brooks calls me out of Nova Scotia. I'm signing a two-way contract with the Montreal Canadiens. Says, get your ass in Oklahoma. The Olympics are coming. Oh, Herb, I haven't even played games with you. I've been playing pro for 42 games. I didn't get paid, Herb. Because your amateurism won't accept a pro player. Or we'll sit there, play 42 games in professional, not get paid. Would you guys have done it? Probably, if you had to play for the Canadian Olympic team. It's unfortunate, 10 years later, they changed the ruling. Oh, you can play professional and whatever you want, you get the best players. I said, why didn't you do it 10 years ago when I was fighting for a pro career and United States government said, no. You can't be a professional. What are you, this is America, man. This ain't the Soviet Union. I can see her prepping me for the Russian game. I tried to tell Jack, I never really told him this, but Herb Brooks, 2 weeks before the actual games, I'm in Montreal playing with the Canadiens, signing a contract. He calls me back. I'm in my apartment, but on my food, my fiancé said we're getting married and we're going to play in Montreal. My coach comes up, Bert Templeton, and says, Mom, you got a mailgram. And he said it really in a strange way. He says, it's in your seat right over there. I'm thinking it's Mom and Dad asking me where the hell I've been in the last 6 months. Oh, I'm settled. I signed a contract. It's a mailgram from Herb Brooks. I asked Craig Patton, do you remember him sending me that mailgram? Did you even know I was coming back to the U.S. Olympic team? And he said no. Oh, that's 10 years later, 15 years later. I'm getting the true story. All of a sudden, Lou Barrel shows up in my life here this weekend. And I'm waiting for him to see if he knew. What the hell did you guys do to me? To get me back to that team. And I asked Lou, and Lou says, Mark, you did your job. Defensive centerman, you shut them all down. Perfect. Oh, thanks, Lou. 30, 40 years later. Quick, Pat, did you know I joined the team? Like what? No. Tell me hockey can't build character, listen to me. What it's done to me, and it's all good though. I could be up here for days, but I've been told, not only by Jack, Ken Morrow, Mike Vincent, oh well, you talk too much. It's time for you to shut this down.
Absolutely.
Hey,